Hello, hello, beautiful beings. So nice to be with you. And thank you for tuning in to today's movement medicine morsel. This week's theme is 15 minutes of freedom for breath, mind, and body. So each session is going to be 15 minutes, and I'm going to set the timer so I stay on point with all of that. And part of this is to prove to all of us that a short period of focused, relaxed practice is extremely valuable. And I think all of us can find that short period of time to devote to ourselves. So today we're going to be working on Pawanmuktasana, and I'm starting my timer. Pawanmuktasana comes from yoga, and it means freeing the flow of energy throughout the joints. So who is this good for? It's good for everybody who has a body. It's good for seniors, good for people with limited movement. It's great for arthritis. It's great for a preparation for yoga. It's great if you haven't been well and you're trying to get back in shape, but you don't want to rush it. And essentially it frees the flow of movement in every joint in the body, and that means it breaks up blockages. So it helps to keep meridians moving well, helps our breath to flow, and it helps us to build awareness and symmetry in our bodies. So let's begin with sitting up nice and tall. We want to feel the foundation. So that's the ground under our feet. Feel your feet. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Feel the suspension, something pulling the crown of your head up to stretch your spine. The shoulders are relaxed. And let's rest our hands on our low belly. We'll take 3 breaths. We'll also lift the shoulders, get the breath kind of kick started. Inhale, shoulders come way up. Exhale, let them melt down slowly. Inhale, way up. Exhale, mouth can be open. I want to get all that old air out. Inhale, new air. And exhale. Take a couple of breaths quietly in and out through the nose, filling your abdomen slowly. We are slowing down. We want to slow down and become mindful of our breathing. And that will set the stage to become mindful for our movements. Now, as we're setting up our breath, I invite you to take a little scan within yourself. See how you're feeling. Notice if there's any tightness anywhere in your body. If you're thinking a lot, if you feel really good, whatever's going on, without judging it, without changing it, just notice. Because I'll ask you again to notice after we finish our practice. So keeping that in mind, just a gentle check-in, see how we're doing. Let's begin with fingers of one hand on the shoulder, and this is going to be to liberate all the movements in the shoulder girdle. So it's going to be shoulder movement plus chest movement plus neck movement. So we're layering a number of things together for efficiency and for fun. So inhale, the elbow sweeps down, forward, up. The eyes follow the tip of the elbow, and the head and the eyes follow the elbow as you exhale, circle around. I'll show you a side view. Inhale, coming up. Notice I'm not going to look forward anymore. I'm going to follow my elbow and let my chest turn. Inhale, so we're moving lots of good things. The neck is getting some movement. The shoulder joint and shoulder girdle are getting some movement. And let's do 2 more. Take your time. Inhaling when you take the movement that makes the big space in your body, and exhale when you resolve back to neutral. Now we'll pause for a moment and sit tall and grounded and breathe and move a little bit. And I'd like to invite you even now, do you feel any difference between the 2 sides? And maybe you do, maybe you don't, but it's fun to find out. So now let's do that much on the other side. Other fingers to the shoulder. And inhale, scoop down, forward, up. The eyes look about 12 inches beyond the elbow and follow that arc around. Inhale up, eyes follow the tip of the elbow extended beyond your actual elbow. Inhaling when you create that space in your lungs, exhaling when you resolve back down. Let's do one more. And release. And just see how that feels. Take a few moments, see how that feels. Okay, let's continue going up. So we want to do a little bit of freeing for the neck. I always like to preface this with let's keep the neck really long because we don't want to do collapsed rolling in the neck. That's what creates problems. So take the fingertips to the base of the skull behind and lightly lift upwards to extend your neck. Think swan, nice and long. And let's keep our fingers here, elevating our skull as we exhale, turn to one side and inhale to the other. Now, the movements in the joint freeing series are designed to create awareness, connection, and flow. So we want to have flow already as a priority. We're not necessarily going full range of motion, but we're opening things up. You can also notice whether one side it's easier to turn one way or the other. That's also interesting. Let's rest our hands, but remember this length. And now flexion and extension of the neck. Exhale, lowering the chin. Inhale, pretend you still have your fingers at the base of your skull. So when you lift up, you're really long and open. Let's do two more. Exhale down. Inhale, high lift. Exhale down. Inhale, high lift. And come back to neutral. You can place your fingers back here if your arms aren't too tired, or you can just use the memory. And we'll do 3 easy neck rolls. Taking the hands away, you still mentally create that lift, or use your hands if you prefer, and 3 the other way. So this should feel quite lovely with that extra vertical alignment space. And let that relax. Let's roll the shoulders back a couple of times. This is also movement freeing the joints in the shoulder girdle. Inhale when you roll up and back. Exhale when you come down and forwards. Now let's do a little bit for the wrists. We'll interlace the fingers and place the heels of the hands together and begin circling the wrists. Take your time and let your shoulders and chest get involved too. This is creating some space and flow in the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. And of course, we're mindfully breathing. Let's go the other way. So we're opening up the flow in our respiration. Keep smiling. Stay connected to the sky above and the earth below and your breath. And then let's just shake that out, shake that out, shake that out. Wiggle your fingers and see how they feel. One more for the fingers. Inhale, pull all your fingers in, make a fist. Exhale, shoot the fingers out, big stretch. Inhale, pull them in. Exhale, shoot them out. One more. Inhale, pull them in. Exhale, shoot them out. And then just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to do a little bit for the spine seated. So the spine, already one movement is our vertical alignment. Exhale, round the spine and send the arms forward. You're tipping your pelvis back. On the inhale, waistline comes forward, chest open, shoulders and arms go back. Exhale, this is called flexion. And inhale, extension. You may know them in yoga as cat and dog. Imagine you're oiling your joints. You're putting some oil, some lubrication into all of your joints. And we will come to standing. Let's check how we're feeling. See if things are moving nicely. If you have a little different sense, we're kind of coming from the upper body down. Now we're going to open our feet a little bit and inhale our hands overhead. Really reach up by pressing your palms up and lift your neck. Let your head rise up out of the shoulders. Hips go one way and exhale, stretch the opposite way. Inhale up, exhale, stretch. And let's curve a little bit more on the next set. So go for a curve rather than reaching far out. This is more for the spine, also a little bit for the hips. And let's do one more set. Exhale, side bending. Inhale up. Last side bend. Inhale up, stay tall. Melt the hands, exhale them down, nice and easy. Hands at the sacrum, easy hip circles, stretching the pelvis to the front, sticking out the hips behind. So we want to get that nice length without collapsing. Keep the knees relaxed. Oh, I got a little pop in my hip. That's a good sign. Take it easy and enjoy. And let's circle our hips in the opposite direction a few times too. We want to feel a joy in your movement. That adds extra lubrication and keeps us nicely connected. And let's do a little shaking now. You're suspended from the sky. Shaking is also going to loosen everything up. Pretend you're a bean bag filled with beans and you want to jiggle everything. And you can make sound, which also releases breath a little further and can release pent-up energies or emotions. You can be as silly as you like. It's very cathartic. And we haven't done any twisting yet, also very healthy for the joints and the spine. So let's swing twist. Today, let's lift the back heel up so we get extra rotation through the spine. Keep that long neck and keep breathing. Oops, sorry, plant. And nice, refreshing spiraling, nice and relaxed. And let this come to a natural little finish. We're going to do a little balancing act now. You're welcome to use anything in your space to help you, support you, but lifting up on one leg and leaning over a little bit, we want to bend the other knee and circle the ankle. Circle the ankle a few times, feeling the flow. Keep breathing. Circle the ankle the other way. Feel how nice that is. Then lean forward, the leg is diagonally behind you, and then shake it out. Pretend you're shaking right from the waistline out. Okay, that's my little bell, but today my bell is to say we've got a couple more minutes, so that's perfect. Just notice, walk around a little bit. How does that one leg feel? The one that you did the ankle and the hip. See if that feels different, because I know these exercises seem deceptively simple, but I use them all the time to warm up, to prepare for a class. I think no matter how advanced you are in yoga or any movement, discipline or art, it's great to keep it free and open. So let's now, whoops, trying to figure out where to go so you can see me, and circle the ankle. Remember, tall. We don't want to lose ever the suspension or the feeling of being supported. And we're circling the ankle, nice and juicy. You get a little extra balance practice too. And then lean forward so you're really on that standing leg. The other leg is diagonally behind you, and just shake it out. Shake it out, releasing, releasing, releasing. And then come back to standing. And one more. This one will bring the knees in a little bit more, feet together, palms rubbing until you get some heat, and then cupping the knees with your hands and taking some relaxed circles. Feel how your feet get a massage against the ground as well. So this is ankles, knees, and hips. And let's do a few in the opposite direction. And let's come up to standing all the way up, backs of the hands together, reach up to the sky. Feel the suspension above, breathe in the sky. Fill your chest, fill your belly, and exhale, bring the palms together, come vertical, and draw the palms down to rest in front of your heart center. Take a moment to feel your body, feel your breath. Notice all your sensations now. Remember what you noticed before we began the joint freeing. And as you exhale, bring the fingertips to point to the earth. Fold your hands over your low belly. Connect to the sky through the very top of your spine. Remember to include the neck, shoulders are relaxed. Breathing gently and fully. Feel your beautiful posture, your gentle, expansive breath. And notice how you connect to your body. Notice any sensations that you're feeling. And this brings today's 15 minutes of freedom to a gentle close. I hope you feel freed up, a bit more centered, more aligned. When we're calm and aligned, we make better decisions and we have more more resiliency for whatever life is bringing us, especially in these COVID times. I'd love it if any of you want to drop a line in the message box to say, did you like the joint freeing? Do you feel any different? And I thank you for coming and I thank you for replaying. And please share if you like these. My desire is to help everybody during these times have something that they can do every day to bring calm, ease, and joy into our lives. Bye for now. See you next time.